Welcome to the new Gothic Arch Studio. Today we're talking about Moff Gideon. Who's helping Moff Gideon? And the reason I say that is because Moff Gideon just came on last episode and he has a brand new set of armor, and he's saying that it's Beskar armor, and it looks very cool. And I want to talk a little bit about the inspirations for this. You have the of course, the Mandalorian armor, style armor, exactly, and you have the Mandalorian helmet with the spikes, which also she has spikes too. The armor has spikes too, but I don't think it has anything to do with her. And I know a lot of people are saying, she has spikes, he has spikes, therefore they're both spiked and they're working together. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think that that's the case, and I'll explain that here coming up. But I want to talk about the inspiration for the armor that Moff Gideon has, which is some of the coolest armor that I've seen in Star Wars so far, and it's because they took three of the most badass villains in Star Wars and pretty much combined them all together, or their looks all together. They took Darth Vader. You can tell he's got his little, lights on the armor here, and of course the black armor is very reminiscent of Darth Vader and the cape. And then, of course, you have the spikes there on his head, which is, of course, Darth Maul. You have a little bit of, detail right here where it kind of looks like Darth Maul's tattoos. You also have, of course, Boba Fett, which, Mandalorian armor. You have the helmet and the rest of it there. So they took basically the three most badass villains in Star Wars and put all their looks together for Moff Gideon, which is very interesting. It's very, very cool. But the person underneath all the armor is just a dude. I mean, he's a smart guy. He's a smart leader. And he's a good warrior too, but the thing is he's just a guy under there, which is why I think he needs to surround himself with all this cool looking armor, is because he's just a regular man under that suit. The reason I think that she is not helping him with his mission, which a lot of people are saying online that she's the spy, she's the one that's giving him information. She left the planet right before they came in and started killing the Mandalorian squad in there, is because she has nothing to gain from it. She's got nothing to gain in getting her Mandalorians killed. I mean, what does she have to gain from it? She wouldn't just send her people in there to retake the planet, which is what she wants to do. Have them all come together and unite and then kill them all off. It just doesn't make sense to me. Even if she has some kind of selfish intention, it just doesn't make sense that she would want to get her army killed. Unless she is helping him, which there is one reason that I could think of that she would help Moff Gideon. Because the one thing is that Moff Gideon didn't know exactly where the Mandalorians were on planet Mandalore. He didn't know that they were going to find the Forge and that they were going to be at that place at that time unless somebody told him. Which, I mean, if it was her, then I think she would be doing it to further bring the clans together, the two Mandalorian tribes together, by giving them a common enemy to fight, which is a way that a lot of people have come together in the past, and it would be a tactical move to give both tribes a common enemy and have them fight a pretty big battle together. But at the same time, they did lose and they got overwhelmed, and it got the big guy, the Jon Favreau character, killed, which was, kind of a depressing ending. But yeah, who is helping him? Also, who's making this armor for him? Because I know myself, I've made knives before, and you have to make steel a certain way, and it would take a craftsman that knows, how to make the Beskar steel like her, and she's the only one that we've seen so far making Mandalorian armor in this whole series. So it would take somebody like her to make his armor, but we don't know who yet. You don't just go to any old armor smith and get them to make you a Beskar suit of steel. And so yeah, who's helping him? We don't know. He seems to have a bigger plan. I feel like there's somebody bigger helping him, and he seems to not be afraid of Thrawn at all, which would mean that he would be working with someone even more influential or more powerful than Thrawn. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll be watching this. I just wanted to come on and kind of talk about this armor because it is really cool. But yeah, those are the inspirations. That's what I think. I think that someone else is helping him, not necessarily her, but definitely somebody. So we will find out. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.